blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. In the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. Just to watch me bleed, gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest. It's the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
Weather's starting to get a bit colder, but playoff hopes burning bright as ever for most of our teams as we get underway here in Week 12. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Purdy setting up that play action. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Purdy looking to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. Ayuk makes the catch. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he's got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They gain 14 on the play, and that's a 49er 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? He can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. That stop made by Derek Brown.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
4th down now, and on comes Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. This is a 55-yard look from the left half. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
We'll call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season, you won't. In that case, it went right through.
Trevor Etienne to return this. And this drive will start inside the 25. look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Shot, 17. Ready.
On play action, here's Young. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 2nd down. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. He got 24 yards on the play, and it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Kate, you know exactly what term I think of in a spot like this. Sticking his face in the fan. Because there are a lot of bigger bodies for a corner to sort through right there in the middle of the field. But he still charged in, made that stop happen, and I promise you, his teammates notice.
Set, ready. Red, sight, 52, blue.
Young working from the gun. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Picked up by Fred Warner. And the 49ers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see. And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Oh, they got it. Intercepted on the goal line. Trayvon Merrick has it. And the Panthers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards. He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap now to Young. Into the hands of Leggett. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Smith, red. Come on.
They'll run here following the penalty. He's got a gain of 6 there. Tackle made by Jair Brown.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. They run again with Hubbard. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Niners countering with a fifth defensive back on this third down.
Ready.
They just get the play off. That's caught for the first. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
Ready?
And off out of the pistol. Here's Hubbard. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the gun, Young. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That's Diallo. And the 49ers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
And they're in some of the danger right there, Kate, when you're just over-aggressive. I get it. You want to capitalize on that takeaway. You want to take a shot. You want to add to the momentum of it. But you know what? Checkdowns can be your friend, too. Cannot force it in that situation.
Get set.
Off the play fake. Purdy. Into the hands of Kittle. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers parlay the interception into points. George Kittle, the touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Here's a return from the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On the double.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Counter play, Hubbard. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That run may not have gotten you at first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Set.
Young on the play action. Pass brought in by Teteroa McMillan. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. New set of downs for him from the 46. To the air on 1st down. Young. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Panthers cut it to a field goal game. Ollie set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Isaac Gurindo to return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10.
Outside. Back around, son. Start.
On the gun is Purdy. He's going deep this time. Big game downfield. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers making a 9-point advantage.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers make it a 10-point ball game.
Niners 17, Panthers 7. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Hut, hut.
Young to throw it. This is Legant working the left side. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Ready.
Second and 10 now. Dumps it underneath. Hubbard. They'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Come on, set. Black, 95.
First and 10, it's Hubbard. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Ready.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6.
Set, ready. Hut, hut.
Hubbard again. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The Panthers trailing in the early going. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Ready.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. It's complete. Sanders has got him out right. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
He'll set up the screen. It's Hubbard. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Ready?
Young throwing here. Has it at the 7. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Here we go. Ready.
Sticking in the air, it's Young. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it'll be second and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
Here we go. Set.
Up the middle, Hubbard. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Panthers make it a one-score game before halftime. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Fitzgerald up and good on the PAT. And the Panthers cut it to a field goal game.
Panthers 14.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Gorindo to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Gorindo on the return. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
49ers to the line. First and 10.
Get set.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
Purdy now on second and 10. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Panthers down on this one first.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out first and goal. Here's Hubbard on the give. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. It's Hubbard again. And he's going to be stopped short. They bring him down as he gets to the 3. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They've gone the wrong way twice. Need to make up that distance and more. Here's third and goal.
Here we go.
Hubbard. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, these are the moments that I just live for up in the booth, man. What are you going to do as a play caller? You're going to go for it now? You're going to try to slam it in? Well, if so, you better get a whole lot more movement than he did right there.
45, White. Hut.
They're going for it, Young. He's not going to get there. Doesn't make the end zone. That's short. They're going to turn it over as fourth and goal fails.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Get set.
Backed up in the end zone. Purdy. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop pick gives him new life. This is 2nd down.
What's up?
Throwing again from their own end zone now. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. He was looking for Jordan Watkins that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
3rd down and 10.
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
Get set.
Back to throw it. He's on target. Watkins. The 40. Hits the 20. And somehow they reach the end zone with no time remaining in the half.
I've seen a lot of plays in the playbook. I don't think I've seen a play designated for a 98, 99-yard touchdown, but you will take it. That defense, I think they were over-aggressive, and the offense made a pay in a big-time way.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers make it a 10-point ball game.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. On the return, this is Etienne. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Etienne on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37.
Ready?
1st down. Young. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled for a short gain.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
That one's cut along the left sideline. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers cut into the lead coming out of halftime.
I got to say, with the type of throw that took, and then where he made that catch, it had taken all 11 defenders and maybe a couple extra from the sidelines to keep him out of the end zone. Not only did he earn it, I felt like he deserved that touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Isaac Orindo. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
First carry here for Gordon James. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Outside.
On third down, Purdy. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
He's got it at the 24. And this return finally comes to an end. What a stretch it was to give his guys a short field.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. First and 10. This is Hubbard running left. And they take this in for the score. The Panthers take the lead on the first play of the drive. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers take a 4-point lead.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. He'll take this at the 10. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10.
Get set. 21. Check. 18. What? Check.
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off, but don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon. Give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
Going to the ground again on first. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Get set. 21. 18. Watch out. Out.
Now it's Purdy. And the Panthers are there to bring him down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
Third down and goal.
Outside. 18. Watch out.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Dump off to his fullback. And he'll go down here at the 16.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it. What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. On the return, this is Etienne. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Carolina offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Ready. Check.
Hubbard gets it to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Ready? 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Completed over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Well, we have seen the value of a big physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it's 2nd down coming up.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
On 2nd and 10, Young falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
That play right there, King, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Steal, flat, down, ready.
Again, it's Young. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as the QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
And this just gets past the 20 before going out.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. Up.
Off the play fake. Purdy. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be escorted out right along that 35-yard line. It's a great pickup. 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A give left side to McCaffrey. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the 4th. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Get set, get set. 18. Stop.
He's got it on the bootleg. He's taken down. The Panthers rush gets home. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's now 3rd and 13.
Really, I should probably stop the head, boy, because I got all the heads, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills.
Outside. Yellow. 18. Watch out. Stop.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He throws a bullet deep to the big game downfield. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Now set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And the Panthers into the nickel set. Third down coming.
Watch out!
On the gun is Purdy. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. That one intended for Brandon Ayuk. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Fielded at the 11. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Defense shows blitz. Young. Connection made to Tremble. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. A 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All the way across midfield before he's brought down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
Check pitch. Let's go. Hut.
Here's a give to Hubbard. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Handoff running left. Hubbard. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1 yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
And this is 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
At their own 15-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap for Purdy. This will be caught by Watkins. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers trail by just 1. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Get set.
From the gun, McCaffrey. Room to work at the 35. Through the 45. Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers have taken the lead late. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
The 49ers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Back to throw. Put the body on the line for his team.
Quarterback's best friend, big targets in the red zone. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, it went right to him for the conversion.
To kick it away. Here's Moody. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And that's where they'll begin the drive following his efforts.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31.
Let's go now. Cut.
They'll start on the ground. Gallup. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Brings up second and 8.
He'll look to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Looking to throw it. Into the hands of Leggett. And he's going to go out of bounds with close to enough for the first. But he is marked short, so it is 4th down and less than a yard.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is 4th down.
Here we
go, Dowdle. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
And I guess they've had enough of this possession. They've got the punter out there on first down. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. So yes, indeed, that is being confirmed, partner. They just said no to the penalty. What's going on?
I tell you what, Kate, if they don't want the 3 yards, you and I know 31 other offenses in the league who'd be happy to take them right now.
No doubt about that.
Let's go. Ready?
Here he is to throw. He hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10.
Down. Quick. Yellow. Set.
Line it left side. Dowdle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. You look pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Wide open. Ready?
Setting up to pass. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it inside the 10. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal.
Blaster, stay.
Here he goes, one final shot. Chased out to his right. And he comes up with it. He went, got it, touchdown. And now they can tie this or go for the win. I still don't think everyone has quite processed that touchdown as time expired, Brock. But they don't have time. They've got to make the biggest decision of the game right now. Do you force overtime or do you go for this win?
Well, you said a key word right there, processed. And this is a process. You spend the week planning it, you got the numbers behind it, but ultimately, Kate, this comes down to gut and feel. I say it every time in these moments. You've had to use the last 4 quarters to make this decision, and it better not have been right in the moment. You better have made it before this drive began.
And he's good on that point after. They elect not to play for the win. They're saying they think they can win it in overtime. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoffs. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop, too.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Get set.
Beginning on the ground. Here's Garindo. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Outside. Watch out.
2nd and 13. That throw behind his intended target.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Get set.
3rd and long, Purdy. He's going to push one deep down the right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking Jordan Watkins' way. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And in overtime, this has to be struck well. Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Here's the give to Dowdle. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
Those outside runs so critical for running back. quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for them.
First down, and they go right back to it. One good for a gain of 4. It's second down.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Drifting towards a possible tie, but they could avoid that outcome, partner. If they can do something here, ready to operate on second down. Shotgun snap now to Young. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Fred Warner.
Young's pass. Intercepted. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Purdy throwing here. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Get set, get set.
Purdy setting up that play action. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And this one does not go far.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earned those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
We go, boy.
Throwing now. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And in overtime, he needs to make this a good one. And hey, at least he hung onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
Niners take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Going down on the run. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
And they pick him off again. Picked up by Fred Warner. And the 49ers surprise them with the interception and now have a chance to win this game. Oh, my goodness. At this point, Brock, I'm exhausted. The guys have to be exhausted. Does any offense want to win this game this far into overtime and still neither team can muster up the deciding points?
And I'll tell you what, now every single guy is totally gassed on that field. Not quite sure how he dug into his reserves and found the fuel to make that interception. But he gives them yet another chance to finally put this one away.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Outside. 18, watch out.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Connecting on the slant. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
they'll come up 1st and 10.
Get set. On 18.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. While even a great game is going to have its lesser moments, you can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. San Francisco calls it second timeout, as they'll be left with just one more to work with here in OT. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Outside. On 18. Watch out.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Has it at the 7. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. George Kittle, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition.